20s life, where I'm terrible at managing money but trying to get better. So with today's video, I wanted to go over my 2026 financial goals, and if you watch that video that I posted a couple days ago, I had stated that I wanted to create videos and different motivational pieces, if you will, to help me accomplish those goals in 2026. So, if you like this type of content, or you're just eager to watch and see if I accomplish these goals, then please like, please subscribe. If you have any advice, please leave it down below in the comments. But other than that, let's get started. So right now I have pulled up my Canva, and so I make a lot of my templates on Canva. I make a whole bunch of things on Canva. I just love messing around and playing around on this website. I do have a premium subscription. It's because I do use it for a lot of different things. It's not that expensive, and I always get it on a sale. But I figured I can walk you through how I make different templates and designs, starting with a bingo planner. So that is what this video is about. I wanted to create a 2026 bingo card. I've seen a few YouTubers create this, and I figured that since in the past with my New Year's resolutions, I was good at accomplishing majority of my financial goals. However, I hardly ever accomplished any of my personal goals. And if you watched my 2026 financial goals videos through the end, you would see that I threw in 3 personal goals at the end of the video that I also wanted to accomplish. So when I think about creating this bingo card, I think about using Canva. So while I'm here, I'll just type in the templates section, or I could even type into the AI section, but I would just type in something like bingo card, and then I would search. And as you can see here, there are several different bingo cards. There's even more that are off to the side that are cut off. Sorry about that, but I wanted to use a bingo card, specifically one that was about 5x5 and had a free space in the middle, so you can see that this size would be perfect, but this size, it's not enough. I want to create quite a few different goals, because I have several goals, such as I want to pay off 7 lines of credit, so that's 7 different bingo chips that I can lay down just alone with that one goal, and I had 6 of them. Alright, so I'm just scrolling through so you can see any of the templates with a little crown. That does require you to be on the pro plan. Like I said, I am on the pro plan because I just use this all the time. You could also print out multiple different types of bingo cards. As you can see here, some are 6 of 21, and then some are just the blank page alone. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to find a design that I would like. I don't want it to be Christmas themed or Thanksgiving or Halloween. I want it to be fairly blank. Alright, so here is a bingo card that I decided that I liked. I just thought this was plain. It's fairly blue. I kind of prefer things blue on my account. Well, actually, I prefer them a little bit more purple or pinkish red, but also blue as well. So I figured maybe I could just update this a little bit and just jazz it up. So it already says Bingo 2026 on it, which I love. But now let's make it the right color. So if I click on it and I click on colors, I can just tweak this a little bit with all these different colorful options, even gradient options, as you can see here. To me, that's a little too busy. So I like this, but I want it a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit more purple, maybe a little bit more gray. No. Alright, hopefully you can see that. So this is kind of the template that I think I'm going to go for. The color scheme, like I said, is just simple. It's mainly white, so that'll be easy for my color printer, but it does have just a little something. So as you can see, this is probably a bingo card that is played in a school. I want to update these things to contain my different New Year's goals. So the first one I said I wanted to pay off 7 lines of credit. So let's go ahead and type in those 7 lines. Alright, the next thing I said is, oh, and I kind of moved and switched things up here just because I wanted to, put a little variety. I have all these different cards and loans that I want to pay off, so let me just spread them around, make it even. So the next thing I said is that I wanted to put $20,000 towards debt. Okay, and that is kind of just one goal, but what is that going to entail and what is that going to take from me? So that is going to take for me to don't overspend, and maybe even having a few low spend months. I've seen that suggestion in the comments, so let me add in one low spend month here. Maybe I'll do a second low spend month. Oh. Yeah. And then a third low spend month. Alright. Once my debt is that low, as long as I don't, this is my goal to put towards debt. But then what is my goal to put to debt and then keep it there and not add any debt? So let me say, to emphasize, have my debt less than 30K, right? Let's see here. Once I have these cards paid off, to again ensure that I don't keep adding to credit cards, I'm going to put in a goal to have no more interest credit card debt. That was a lot. Okay. Another goal of mine was to get a new job. Let's add that up here. Alright, another new goal of mine was to have a good credit score, so let's just say 750 credit score. I believe right now it's 702, but hopefully we can keep it at 750. Another goal of mine was to have a positive net worth. And then it was also to read 4 finance books. And then I wanted to save up $3K. And that was for a possible health procedure that could turn into a beauty procedure just to get a discount. But let's say save up $3K. And I believe that was it. Alright, so those are all of my finance goals. So, to fill it out, let's add in some of my personal goals. So, I wanted to lose 60 pounds. So, if you did not know, I currently weigh 230. So, I'm going to put in a goal to get to 170 pounds. Alright. Then I also want to work out. So I'm going to work out at least, let's see, I currently work out 4 times a week, but yes, let's say work out 150 times. I'm getting a new gym, so I already go to one gym that I pay for, and I'm getting a new gym through work that I won't have to pay for. So let's add that in there. Alright, and then my other personal goal was that I wanted to read the whole Bible, specifically in chronological order, but I was going to put read the whole Bible. And then my last personal goal was I wanted to improve my YouTube account and keep working on it. So I want to post 250 videos in 2026. Right now, although I'm posting every single day, I do not plan to keep on doing that in 2026. I do plan to take breaks every couple of days, and then I would also love to have 1,000 subscribers, so get 1K subs. Alright, and that is my bingo card, and I can just continue to mess around here, maybe change the font. I might just make this a little bit bigger, especially when when I print this out and I put it like on my fridge so I see it every day. Alright, so that is it. That is my 2026 bingo card. I really like how I created this. If you liked it, please let me know down below. If you think that there's something that I should add to it or tweak to it, also please let me know down below in the comments. The only thing that I'm not sure about are these like 2 and 3 low month spin plans or goals. I'm sure some will say that I should have more than that, but I don't know, maybe it should just be like just one box instead of 3 different boxes to represent 3 separate months. But I don't know. You all let me know down in the comments if you have any suggestions. That would be great. But other than that, thank you for following along. And if you stayed to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join this journey with me. So hit subscribe, click the like, and leave a comment down below if you would like. My next video will be out tomorrow. And if you have any advice for me whatsoever, please leave that down below, as I would greatly appreciate it. But other than that, thank you, and until then, thanks for watching, and see you next video. Bye-bye.